Hello, are you there? Yes, I guess so.
When it comes to modern technology, what invention would be a step too far for mankind?
Cloning, don't like that, it's against nature. And the invention of robots,
What's
one of these days we won't know the difference from real to robots.
Well, it's taken away the naturalness of human beings because they're taking over. And it's not right, a human being's losing their way, they're losing control. It's not safe. You need to use your brain. We're all going to be like robots ourselves.
There's such a lot of robots, robot machines and everything. Anyway, I don't want to say all that, do I?
That's fine. What about cloning? What's your problem with cloning?
Well, it's against nature, it's not meant to be. Cloning babies and that, animals, it's not right.
Okay. What do you think has been humankind's greatest achievement in your lifetime?
Electricity. Because I remember when it first came into our house, and my father said you could switch it on. And I did, and I went, whoop! I liked it. The whole house was lit up and it was lovely. Because before we just had gas mantles or candles or both.
What did the house look like before you had electricity?
It was dark most of the time, shadowy. And in the winter, it was awful.
What do you think the electric light in the house had done to change your lifestyle?
Very much so, yeah. Made us all happier, because we could see things to read and knit, things we couldn't do.
When did you first realise that you were old?
Oh, I was walking in a road, and a boy was playing football, and the ball went knocking on my head, and the boy shouted to another boy, "Mind the old woman." And I felt really shocked when I heard it.
How old were you?
You know, about 50 something. So I wasn't really old as today's standards.
What are the benefits of being old?
One thing, you're wiser. If you knew now what you'd know years ago, you would have been happier. And I said wiser, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
You have to edit this, won't you?
No, I'll try. So what else? You were saying like one thing. Is there another thing that's a benefit of being old?
Oh, people help you. If you've got a walking stick, they help you over the roads and things.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice of people.
And they help you in shops, they open the doors for you, things like that. But not everybody's like that, but you find them and it's always nice.
Would you rather be a teenager
Teenagers.
now or a teenager when you were a teenager?
Well, when we were young, years ago, when I was a teenager, you weren't afraid to go out. But teenagers now aren't afraid, but there's always someone getting hurt. But
You think you were more free when you were
more free, yeah. Dances were good. And you could go into a cinema for the first house, come out and go for the second film in another cinema. You know.
We used to play with a lot of games, like swinging around lampposts and playing hopscotch and whip and top. And you could run miles and miles in fields, because there wasn't so many houses then. And you were freer, we had no fear. The parents could go out and leave the doors unlocked. And when it was time for bed, the mothers would go out on the roads and shout so loud to our neighbours to come in again. I'll always remember that.
And there was shops on every corner. It was good.
So you would prefer to be a teenager then rather than now?
Well, I don't really know what it's like now, because I'm way over that.
What about things like modern technology? Would you like
Oh yes, the modern technology is good, very good.
would you like to have had a phone when you were like a teenager and Facebook and things like that? Do you wish we had that when you were a teenager?
No,
Why not?
all we wanted was street phones. You know.
But if you could have had Facebook when you were a young girl, would you have liked that? And a mobile phone and things like that?
No,
Why not?
because we were happy as we were.
Oh.
We didn't need everything.
Do you have any ambitions left?
To stay alive for a long, long time.
That's your ambition. How long would you like to live? Would you like to live forever?
No, definitely not.
Why not?
Because all my family would pass away before me. All the people I know would. The world would change that rapidly. I wouldn't know where I was. And not only that, I'd be old, wrinkled, bony, looking horrible. So there's your answer.
Okay. So what would you say is the best way to deal with being old? How do you handle going?
Being old.
Yeah.
Well, as I said, the brain helps you. What can't be altered, the brain makes you accept it. So when you're in pain, you suffer it, sit down for a while, eases off, and you get up and do more. Because your brain says you have to accept it.
What do you think that young people don't have now that you had when you were a child?
They've got more fear instilled into them, and they haven't got the fields to play in that we had. We used to swing round lampposts and play whip and top. But the children today don't do that. They're all in computers, game sols and stuff like that. They don't know what they're missing.
So what are your words of wisdom for everybody?
Oh, follow your instinct. And if you really, really want to do something, do it. Otherwise you regret it. And to know right from wrong and to know what you want to be in life, just head for it. And if you're in any doubt, drop out. Because that's part of your instinct.
We're finished.
Goody, goody.
You happy?
Yeah.